Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Wall Street Analyst speculates that XRP could reach $4 to $16. Here's why. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, yes, this is something that I definitely wanted to touch on, and one of the reasons why I wanted to get into this is not just in terms of like the price targets, just because there's been a bit of a retrace with XRP, right? And you know, you got to understand as well, when it comes to like a bull run like this now, and like XRP is actually getting mainstream media coverage, like they've officially had mainstream media coverage, not just because of the SEC lawsuit, but because of how the price has just been dominating. So, you know, it's like finally starting to get that real big coverage now. And so, you know, when the bull run happens, this is where you start to see a lot of the, you know, general retail speculators come in, you know, people who are just seeing crypto coming up in the news now, and they suddenly want to get involved, hoping to make a quick buck. And you've got the people who, like, you know, there was here maybe a year or so ago, but they just got fed up of waiting through the bear market, so they just left it for a while, and they just was waiting for this information to come back to now say, okay, we're back to the bull run. All right, let me get my account login details for Binance again, and you know, get back into it, that kind of thing. And so there are going to be like people who are new, and you know, for them this is probably a very scary time. And so the thing that I want to say to you guys is, like, although this, you know, can feel very scary, it can. For me, it's fine. I've been through this before, and I just have an investor mindset, so this has just never been something that worries me. Just because I understand that, like, this is the whole market that's having a retrace. It's not just XRP specific. So I understand that this isn't like as big of a deal as some people might think it is. And so I just wanted to give some information about this in terms of just navigating this right now, because obviously we are in the midst of a bull run, and I know a lot of people might be thinking, oh my god, is it over and whatnot. Now don't get me wrong, XRP is starting to have another bit of a run back up again, so it could be on the verge of doing a whole nother big breakout. That's a very real possibility. But just in case we do start to see a bit more, you know, retrace and it goes a bit lower or anything like that, just wanted to have a quick conversation with you guys. So okay, let's get into it then. So in terms of like the market right now, the thing that I want to say to you guys is this. Look, I'm not a chart analyst or anything like that, but I've been investing for a long time, and I've also been in a bull run before. So I've been in a bear market, I've been in a bull run, so I've seen how this stuff works. And I just want to make one thing clear to you guys. There are retraces in bull runs. Like, you got to understand, like, you know, there's some terms that get thrown around when it comes to bull runs, and I think this is where some people take it like literal, and they hear like up only, you know, it's up only season from here, that kind of thing. That's not to be taken literal, right? Like, what you got to understand is, like, even when they say things like that, it still is going to go up and down. There's still going to be retraces and things like that. And in bull runs, they can be very big retraces. Like, you can see like 30% retraces in a bull run. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the bull run is over. Now, look, I'm not here to tell you what to do, because I can't guarantee what's going to happen from here. Like, for all I know, this could be the bull run is over and we could be going back into a bear market. That is a possibility. But when we talk about probability, it's very low that is the case, because, you know, like, there's still a lot more room to grow in terms of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just started to comfortably surpass 100k. So it's getting to a point now where Bitcoin is probably, and again, I can't say for sure, but probably going to have a good stab at like really like seeing where it can go in terms of a new, you know, all-time high, and surpassing where it's going to go with $100,000. That's likely. I can't guarantee that, but that is likely. And so, you know, we've not really had the normal moment yet with alt season where you have what we call the blow off top, and that's where the money that's gone into Bitcoin gets sold, and then they cycle that money into other cryptocurrencies to get more profit. And that's where we have what we call the blow off top, and that's when you just start seeing like random cryptos just really surpassing, you know, other cryptos, like standing out because they're just making massive gains. Now, we've obviously seen that quite a lot with XRP already, but that's what was interesting. We wasn't actually in alt season when this happened. And I think what's really going on, to be honest with you, and this is just my speculation, I don't know this for sure, but I think the market's just correcting itself back to where it should be. Like, you got to think, we've had this lawsuit with Ripple going on and XRP being uncertain about its legal status and all that kind of stuff, and it's been being suppressed. And I think what you're just seeing now is XRP is going to where it should be all along. Like, this is where it would have been had all these issues not have occurred with XRP, right? And so I think that's just what we're seeing now. Like XRP is getting back to its rightful place, but this isn't the alt season pump. And that's what's so great about this. Like, and this is why when I see, for example, $16, I do think that is very possible. Now, I'll be real. It says $4 to $16. For me, I'd be very disappointed if we get $4. So like, if that's the top, I'll be honest with you, I'd be very disappointed with that. But we will see. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I don't know for sure. So please just understand this is just my own personal speculation. I'm not a chart reader or anything like that, so I can't give anything to why I think that's not as likely, other than just research that I've done, what I've seen other analysts say, that kind of thing, being in bull runs before, that kind of thing. And just understanding like how money flows through the crypto space when it comes to bull runs. So I think, you know, I'd be looking more towards like the $16 than I would the $4. That's what I'd be expecting. But hey, if we did get $4, okay, that's what it is. That's just how it goes, right? Can't really say anything other than that. But I would be disappointed, I'll be honest with you. I mean, as good as this price action has been to see, I've loved it, but I'm expecting higher than this. I am, you know, like I think that overall we should get a much further pump than this. So we will see, but I do think that is very possible. So yeah, I just wanted to make you guys aware of this in regards to like, you know, what to expect. And that's more just to like make you guys feel, I don't really want to say ease, because look, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, but I just want to let you understand that like a lot of this, when you're going through a bull run, this is where it's easy to get shaken out, right? Because a lot of people who are coming in are new. They don't really understand this that well. They've come in at the time where XRP is just pumping. And so they think, oh, they'll just jump on now and they'll just make money. And they're not used to seeing, you know, their money drop dramatically, right? And that's what happens in crypto. It's volatile, right? Not just XRP. And so this is where I have to say, like, you've got to understand this isn't just XRP specific. The whole market has taken a tumble, right? So, you know, you've got to understand that this is not just about XRP. So don't just think, oh, you know, this is the end of the world for XRP. It's done. Like, look at the whole market. Look at other cryptos. See what other cryptos are doing as well. Because when you look at a graph, generally, you'll see that they're very similar. You know, there will be the odd outlier that's, you know, not as, you know, not performing as similar as others. Like, so it might maintain its value or go up. But generally, you know, you're not getting all the market following that. Generally, if you look at the market as a whole, you'll see a common pattern, and that's they're all following each other to a certain degree. And so, if you look at a chart, like, it's like, for example, when you see the pump of XRP now, when you look at a chart like zoomed out, it just literally looks like one straight line up. But if you like zoom in and zoom in and zoom in, you'll see that like it wasn't just literally a straight line. There would have been little wicks and stuff like that, and little retracements and stuff. They just wouldn't have been that high. And then when you zoom out, it just, because it was such a violent uptrend, it just looks like just a straight line, you know. But you've got to understand, as you zoom in more and more, you'll start to say like, oh, okay, yeah, there was little ups and downs at certain levels and things like that. That's how this goes, right? And so this kind of stuff is to be expected. I just want to let you know that. So I can't say for sure what is going to happen, but I'm just trying to make you understand that this kind of stuff is normal in a bull run. And it doesn't mean that the bull run is over. It doesn't mean that XRP is finished and that's it. It usually just means it's had such a high pump that it just needs to retrace a little bit. It's healthy in a bull run for it to have this kind of retrace, because it has the retrace and that's it's calming down for another run up. Like, as you've noticed, the numbers now that would have been, you know, like unachievable at one point, thinking it was never going to reach this kind of number, these are kind of like support numbers now, you know, like it's hitting like $2 and stuff as just support. Before, everybody was like wanting, oh, when is it going to even hit $1? Well, we're well past that now. Like $2 is our support. So, you know, there's been a huge run up, and you got to understand, before it has another run up like that, it normally has to have a bit of a calm down and then goes back up. And that's what happened with Bitcoin. If you look, like Bitcoin got up to like $90,000, something like that, had a bit of a retrace, and then it's, you know, now got to a point where it's hit and broke 100K. And eventually, you know, that's retraced back down to a little bit now. It might retrace a little bit more, and then it'll just hopefully just blow through it again, and then we'll see where it's going to go to from that point. That's generally how this works. So, you know, I can't say for sure if anything's going to change, but I'm just letting you know this is common practice in bull runs. So just understand that these kind of things are to be expected. So here's hoping it does continue. $16. I mean, for me, guys, I'll be over the moon. Anything for $10 plus for me, I'd be happy with, to be honest with you. Anything from $10 plus, I'd be happy with that. So for me, $16, yeah, I'd take it 100%. We will see what happens, but everything at the moment is intact. The bull market is still in full effect. Understand that. From what I can see, nothing has changed. So we've still got more exciting times ahead. So best of luck with you guys in terms of making this life-changing wealth. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.